Hello guys, welcome back. Remember we were working on the previous lesson for breaker. So now we will continue with this lesson, adding the star for the bonus point and also making the stage continue after you break all the breaks. Okay, let's begin. Before we begin, please subscribe, like, give us a comment and share with your friend. Okay, all right. Okay, what we need to do is we need to make two new variable actually. Call it number of breaks. So this variable will keep track of how many breaks we have and also how many breaks we'll generate for the clone. And also we will add one, say un. So this variable will check if the player wins the game. If they win the game, we can proceed to the next level. Alright, so we have those two variables, and we also fixed the issue with the bounce on the previous lesson to make it more random with the bounce. Now we will work on the breaks. Okay, let's go back to the break. So far this is what we have for the code for the breaks. We are going to change this code a little bit. What we're going to do is we are going to create some custom function. As you remember, right, custom block is right here. Basically, if you create a custom block, you can reuse those blocks again. So that's what we are going to do. Okay, what we can do is this. Okay, call it create breaks. So this function will help us create the breaks. We will move this code here. We're gonna set the number of breaks. Let's put them on this side in the bottom for now. Okay, we'll say set number of break. Let's say we can say 10 or 20 or 5, whatever we have. Let's say we say 10. We have the code here, right? We'll put this in here. So basically whatever we're trying to do here, we are going to put it here. That way we can reuse this. Oops, need the high. And then we need the repeat. Instead of 5, we'll say repeat by the number of breaks we have set up in this variable. Then we call the clone of myself, and then we are going to broadcast a new message. This will tell when the break is finished cloning, so we can add the star. Okay, break clone finish. Now this start, what we are going to do is we can reuse this code, calling this create break. Okay, so we have defined a custom block here for creating the breaks, and we're calling the start to create the breaks. Okay. Also, we need to make some changes to this as well. We have the game over. Okay, that looks good here. Let me make it smaller, just in case you guys want to look at the code again. Let's put them closer together. We can zoom in one more time. Okay. Okay, so this is still the same, right? And you can give different score, correct? And the bounce, and then we say so what we can do is we have to keep track of number of breaks still have left. So if they break a break, we have to say change the break. Before we delete it, we'll say change break by -1. So we can check this variable later how many breaks I have left. When we have no more breaks, we can create the next stage for the player. So that's why we need this variable here. So subtract 1 from that. So we have 10 breaks. We subtract 1 will be 9 breaks, and then 8 breaks, and then so on and so forth until 0 breaks, right? So then we know that there's no more break. Okay. So let's go to the star. We'll add the star sprite. So type in star here, star. So this is our bonus sprite that the player can catch. Okay, so we remember we broadcast the message of finish cloning. What we want to do is we don't want to generate the star on top of the break. So we want to wait for the break to finish cloning. So we broadcast this message. So basically all the bricks are laid. Then we're going to generate the star on top of it and put it in different location. So the star, we can have it this size, or we can do a little bit smaller. We can say let's set size to 75, see how it looks. Yeah, that looks okay. 100. I think 100 looks a little bit better. I think the 75 looks like it's just something cut off here on the side. I'm not sure why. So let's leave it 100. We don't have to change it. Okay. So what we need to do is we are going to hide it first, just similar to the other one. And we are going to use a repeat loop here. We are going to repeat only 3 bonus star. We don't need to repeat so many. Okay, and we have to go back over here. Say create a clone of myself. So basically 3 times I'll create 3 star. And then we are going to broadcast another message. So we'll broadcast a message saying new message saying star clone finish. So that way we'll let the game know that game can be begin. Now we created the breaks, then we created the star, the game can begin. So we're going to change the game to look for this message later on. So this is how we can change between these different sprites when we're broadcasting messages. So similarly, we had done that for the game over, right? For the other one, where they add that, we receive game over. We want to say stop other script in the sprite, basically stopping the script or whatever other script is have. And also we want to add one more. In the beginning, we also want to hide the star. We don't want the star to be showing up. Okay. Okay, so we have all the code for the star so far. Okay, let's move on. Okay. Okay, we have this code so far. Oh, we need to add some more. When I start as a clone, I have not done any code for that. We need to put that in. If not, then it will work. Okay, we have to go back here. I'm gonna say when I start as a clone, basically this is right when I create a clone myself. This one we'll actually call this code whatever we are going to put down here right now. We will say show. So we want to show the star, and we can go to random position. What we can do is probably we can copy some code from here as well. So let's just copy this. Okay, let's go make it a little bit faster. So drag it, kind of you see it wobbly a little bit. Drop it. So now we copied the code here. So what we are going to do is we're going to modify this code a little bit, so it will be faster for us. Okay, so we have the random position, and what we're going to do is we are going to add another loop here. Okay, repeat until. So what we want to do is repeat until it's not touching the break. So basically after the break generated, we're gonna put the star around the area. Maybe we'll give it a little bit more, let's see how it generates. If it doesn't generate well, we can change this position, give it more space, or we can, change the number of break less, right? Or we can change the star a little bit smaller. So what we are going to do, we're going to use one of this operator called not. Basically, this is the opposite of is, right? So it's not. So not touching what? We say not touching the brakes. Oh, we didn't even name it. Okay, okay, let's rename this. It's called brake. Okay, so go back here. We are going to say not touching the brake. Okay, and then we are going to make it generate again. So if it touch the break, it will try to move out and create something else, create another position. So we'll say, okay, if it's touching baseball, we want to high, we want to give some bonus point. I don't know, it doesn't matter. We can say, let's say 25 points, right? Bonus, right? And then we'll broadcast bounce, and we delete this clone. We don't need this one here because this is not related to the break. We'll delete that, and then we will also check. Okay, we will check another condition here. So what we want to do is, you remember I mentioned about the clone, right? Every time you use a clone, you have to delete it, right? But let's say you've completed all the breaks, but you did not get all the start. You still have to delete it. If not, the game will be messed up. You'll see if you don't do that. I can probably show you in a bit, but let me code this first, and then I can show you later what I mean. Okay, here we have the, we'll take this condition here. We'll check this variable you win we created earlier. We are going to initialize it later. Okay, but for now, let's say we check you win. Yes. Then we also have to delete this clone. If not, it will be messed up. I'll show you later. Okay, so this is what we have so far for the star. Okay, now we have the complete code of the star. Let's go back, zoom out a little bit. So this is everything. We can probably lay it up a little bit nicer here so that you can see kind of everything in one screen. So this is how it kind of look. So you need to pause the screen, look at your code, make sure it looks kind of similar. Okay. All right, we'll go back to the baseball now. So let's go back to the baseball. We are going to change the code a little bit. Instead of like this score check here and all that, we'll change it a little bit. So what we're going to do is we are going to leave this the same, leave this the same. We'll break this guy out. We are going to take another here variable. We are initialize you win, right? We need to set it to something, right? No. So in the beginning of the game, you win will be no. Okay. When I receive, I will have to receive when I receive you win, right? Because this okay, so I already have received you win here. We'll move it over here. We'll change this in a bit, change it a little bit. So we are going to change this in a way we will move this down. We are going to move this set variable. So when we get you win this message, basically we break all the breaks. We are going to set it to yes, you win, and then we'll say you win, right? For two seconds, right? And what we can do is we have to reset this ball at the position. So we'll reset it back to 0, make it go back to the center so that it can start. And we are going to broadcast a message say start again. So this will help us to restart the game. So we'll say start again. And after we have set it to win, right after win, we need to set it back to no. So that way we can restart the game, right? Just like how we did it in the beginning. So you have to drag this back out. And you're selecting you win and you put no. So this will create the reset the variable like what we did here, right? Resetting the variable and allow us to start the game again. We'll delete this stop all for now. We also took out this part. We need to change it later. So now we will have to wait until the star is finished, right? You remember the star broadcast, right? Star clone finish. So this is when the stars finish the clone, then we can begin our game. So we have to say receive. Okay, when I receive Okay, instead bounce, we are going to work on this part here. When I receive star clone finish, so the star is done. What we want to do, we give it a little time. We'll give 1 second wait. Just like what we had earlier, we'll drag this up, connect here, and we are going to change this out and repeat until the score is equal to 50. We are going to take this out. We are going to say repeat until the break number of break is 0. So basically you have no more breaks. Then we are going to say you win the game. So before that, it will keep on bouncing, right? And then if it gets to 160, also ends, right? And then if you create break all the breaks, then you broadcast, you win. So this is what we have so far. Let's zoom out a little bit. So this is kind of all the code. I think if I did not miss anything, I have to go check. So this is kind of all the code that we have so far. Okay, for the game. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see everything. Okay, so now what we need to do is we have to go back to the break. When we receive, so we broadcast start again, right? On the baseball. So we say, okay, when I receive start again, I need to create the break. So that's why we need to create this custom block here so that we can reuse it like in the beginning and when we receive this game, this message saying start again, right? Okay, so let's see if our game actually works. If not, then we might need to debug this game. So debug is meaning like if you see there's any issue with the game, you're trying to see where it's having problem and you have to fix it. So let's just try it out. Okay, so as you can see, we generate a break, so the star did not touch the break. Right, we can get the star. Oops, come on. Oh, not able to get a star. So as you can see, it hits all the breaks. You see, it started the new game again. You see. So yeah, after you break all the breaks, you don't need to get all the star. That's right. It created a new game. So if you get let's get a number break. Let's make it like 5 or something. So it'll be a little bit faster, right, to finish this game. So let's test this out. So we can see we have the star. So we'll catch the star. Okay. So we got all the star this time. So number of break, as you can see, is 1. Right? So this is a little bit difficult to get it over there. This ball is not behaving. Okay. I think I might have to change this code a bit. How the bounce works. Okay. So we got all the star, everything's done. Now it created a new game. Okay, let me see. Okay, so also you have to make sure that you delete this part of the code for the paddle, because we changed the code, right, to now that when you win, you break all the breaks, you can still start the game again, right? So what we need to do is when you go back to the paddle, make sure you remove this code. If not, it will not work correctly. All right, so once we remove this code, and let's test our game again. What we can do is we'll make 1 break only for the testing purposes, so we laugh faster. You can double click. It doesn't look good, right? This thing's too long. Okay, oh well. Because our name is too long. You can say maybe we'll change it to rename it to some number like this maybe. Okay, that may be better. Okay, let's just test it again. So as you can see, it bounces up So when we win, so we created a new stage, right, for us. So we don't need to get all the star, but we do need to get all the break. Okay, so I was saying earlier about the clone. So let's say we don't have this, correct? You will see how this is going to function correctly. Let's run this again. So first we have 3 star, looks correct, right? So I think I need to make it more star. Okay, I'll show you. Let's say 10 star, okay? So when we start the game, we'll run it again. You see it created 10 star, right? So if I get all the breaks, you see a bunch of star creating now? You see how it is? So it's not correct. So as you can see, it duplicated like double whatever star that's remaining because we did not have the delete clone, you see? So this is not right. So that's why you need to have this to make sure that you delete your code back here, okay? So let's start again. So now we have 3 star. So as you can see, 1 break. Not real good at this. Okay, so now we get that. So you see it was only 3 star. It doesn't create more than 3. So even if you miss, right, it's only 3, you see? So this is correct. Alright, I think that is everything. You can save your game and maybe change the break back to like, 10 breaks or something like that. Just change it to a number of break here. And the game will start with 10 break. And if you want, you can change your star to a little smaller, maybe 75% or something. Then you can add it over here, or 50%. That way you can fit the star better, I think. Let's add that and see. So as you can see, the little stars there. So they're a little bit smaller than the break, harder to get. So that's about it for the game. Okay, hope you guys like it, and please leave a thumbs up and comment below, and subscribe to our channel. All right, thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.